All right, we're back, guys. We're back with vengeance. See? Um, and as we are back with vengeance, I want to move on to the next section of factorization, which we call factorizing an advanced trinomial. Okay, which will be followed by cubic factorization. But we need to first focus on factorizing an advanced trinomial. Okay, advanced trinomial. The advanced type of trinomial. All right, and I hate these sounds that just happened here randomly like that, guys. There's a reason why I'm not going too fast through this factorization, in the sense that some of you may have felt like, yo, by now we want to do fractions and all of that. People, all of that thing, algebraic fractions, equations, all of that other stuff that follows is so dependent on how well your factorization is. Okay? So dependent on how efficient you are in factorizing. If your factorization efficiency is top notch, it's quality, you are going to flow, my friend. You are going to flow so well moving forward. Hey, but if your factorization is lagging behind, like sometimes the network is, you are going to really cry alone. All right, so let's do this then. We're gonna look at advanced trinomials. Okay, there was a time when someone asked me, how do we factorize a trinomial if the coefficient of the first term is actually not 1, and you can't even take out that coefficient as a highest common factor? What do you do when such is the situation? So in grade 9, you guys did not look at advanced trinomials. You looked at the trinomials we were talking about, the ones that we've done, where you have an x squared term, and sometimes even if you have another coefficient that is more than 1 or less, you simply just take out the highest common factor, and what is in the brackets will go back to a trinomial with a coefficient that is 1. So yeah, with that being said, let us look at 3 examples so that we look at a method. And people, I am going to suggest a method on how to solve your advanced trinomials. If you do not like this method, please then kindly use or go and learn a method that you feel would be most appropriate for you to learn. There are a few methods that you can use to factorize an advanced trinomial. So I'm going to suggest one here. I'm going to suggest one here. All right, we like it already. I'm going to suggest one, but the thing is, this method is long, right? But what it helps us avoid, it helps us to avoid having to play a guessing game and a game of trial and error. All right. I believe someone said to me that nowadays people just get the white calculator. There's a white Casio calculator that people use. A white Casio calculator that people use nowadays. And apparently that white Casio calculator, you can just get the answers from that calculator very easily. I am not going to really promote the ease of using that calculator. People who have it, they use it and it works for them. And I guess it helps them to avoid all of these complications when it comes to the advanced trinomial. So let's look at this then, this method that Menir is talking about. What we do, guys, we must ensure, I know it is, Shand, and that's why, because Galuk, it's got all these functions in it, that's why it's so expensive. So we must ensure first and foremost that our trinomial is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. That is after we have counted there are 3 terms. All right. So we must make sure that our trinomial, our quadratic trinomial, is in this form: ax squared plus bx plus c. Remember, a is just the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, and then c is basically the constant term. Okay. Then 2. We know that there are 3 terms. So there they are, guys. 3 beautiful terms. 21x squared plus 25x minus 4. Number 3. Now, this is where the method actually starts. Now, people, like I said, this is a suggested method. If you feel like this method is too much, you can always go and learn other methods. Okay, I find that for students, when they, if they want to be able to get the accurate answer, it obviously makes a bit more sense. Please give us an option to save videos on YouTube, please. Okay, yes, I'll do that later on. Thank you for that option to save videos. Otherwise, I won't remember. Okay. All right, let's go. So there are 3 terms. Then all we do is we multiply A and C. Guys, I'm not pushing an agenda here. Like some of you think maybe I'm talking about A and C, the party. No. We are going to multiply A and C. What A is this here, C is that there. Multiply A and C. Okay, so I'm not going to go further and write the other steps. Let us first go to our question. We have 21x squared plus 25x minus 4. This here we can see there is a coefficient of x squared. It is not 1. And in actual fact, there is no highest common factor as well. So that means we have to factorize this thing as it is. That's what I mean by this is an advanced trinomial. So the method is that 1, we need to ensure that it is in that form, the correct order. It is. There are 3 terms. Yes, there are. Now, we need to multiply A and C. A, what is the value of A, guys? A is equal to 21. You can see most. C is equal to what? Negative 4. This is grade 10. So what are we going to do? We are going to multiply A and C. That is multiplication of A and C. All right. And what I'm doing here, I'm just doing on the side. Okay. Multiply A and C. So what's 21 times negative 4? I'm going to wait for the masses to respond, because this one we are going to go step by step together. All right, let me just get back again. My beautiful, amazing friend, okay, Esihle was saying I missed that. Okay, Esihle, just back again for you so that we can be on the same page with you. I said first and foremost, we need to ensure. Don't say network, sir. My network is fine. It says good connection. I am so good. It's not even fine. So things must be on your side. So we must ensure that the trinomial is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay? Then 2. There are 3 terms. That they are. Then number 3, we multiply A and C. A is 21. C is negative 4. Okay? Alright? So 21 times negative 4, you guys said is negative 84. Alright. Like I said, this is a suggested method. I am suggesting the method to you. You can choose to fly with it or not. I think I'm going to do the other method as well, just so that you guys can see the other one as well, and then you can choose for yourself which one you think would be of nice and dondon for you. So there we have it, guys. negative 84. When we multiply our a, the coefficient of x squared, and we multiply the constant term, negative 4, we get negative 84. Very important. 4. What are the factors of negative 84? In other words, what are the factors of that a times c value? What are the factors of that a times c value? Because always it won't not always be negative 84, right? Sometimes when we are doing other problems, it will be something else. Okay, but now we are asking ourselves, what are the factors of that negative 84? And this is the logic, Kingo. Listen to the logic. These factors of this number, when we add them, they need to give us plus 25x. Factors of negative 84. When we add them, they need to give us positive 25. Factors of negative 84. When we add them, they need to give us 25. Right? So I'm going to wait for you guys to tell me what those factors are. Obviously, one of the numbers will be positive. The other one will be negative, because this negative 84 suggests that the numbers that we are going to add together will have different signs, okay, which is very important. Okay, so negative 84, what factors? Obviously, where the big factor is a positive number and the small one is a negative, what are the factors of negative 84? Which if I add together, all I'm interested in is if I add these factors that I get, they should give me positive 25. Can someone rummage through and locate and tell me the factors of 84? Okay, so maybe we can check them out. We know there's 84 and 1. We know if we multiply by 2, there's other factor, there is 42. 3, does 3 go into 84? Yes, 28 times. Okay, you know, 4, does 4 go into 84? Yes, it does. How many times? Okay, so obviously our calculator is there for usage, very close by. Okay, and so it goes, guys. I'm sure you guys can see. All right, to get positive 25, guys, all right, obviously the big number must be positive, because negative suggests the numbers are different. Okay, so which ones, when we add, do we get positive 25? Is 84 minus 1 giving us 25? Or is it 42 minus 2 that's giving us 25? Or is it 28 minus 3 that's giving us 25? Or is it 21 minus 4 that's giving us 25? Which one? Which one when we add? Because here, what are the factors of negative 84, which when we add, here we are interested in addition, we get the middle term, okay, which when we add, okay, so people are saying 28 and minus 3. Now check this out, guys. Once we identify, so you are out, you are out, you are in, you are out. The minute we know, we assign x variables to those factors. We assign x variables to those factors. So we agreed that it's 28 and negative 3. So there we have it. Positive 28x and negative 3x. Assign x variables to those factors. Replace the middle term with those x variable factor terms. Replace the middle term with those x variable factor terms. Where are the x variable factor terms? These ones. We are going to now rewrite our expression. In the place of 25x, we are going to replace it with what? Plus 28x minus 3x, followed by that constant. What did I just do here? I replaced 25x with 28x minus 3x. Isn't 28x minus 3x equal to 25x? Yes, it is. Followed by the constant term, negative 4. Hey, what? Are we still flowing together, people? If I lost you here, remember, we got the factors. It was 28 and 3 and negative 3. We assigned x variables to the factors. Then, after assigning x variable to those factors, we replace the middle term with those x variable factor terms. Okay. Remember, these factors, we assigned x to them. Now we are going to replace the middle term in our quadratic expression with those x variable factor terms. Okay. Then 7. Apply grouping factorization. I repeat, apply grouping factorization. Do you still remember grouping factorization from grade 9, good people? Apply grouping factorization. And that should lead us to the answer. Hey, all right, let's move. Can we move and go and apply the grouping factorization so that you guys can see the vectors? Okay, are you applying the grouping factorization for me and you are going to tell me what you get? Which one do you want? Must I go and do it? Do it. Oh no, we will do it. Do it, we will do it. Who will do it? We will do it. I will do it. Do it. Who raps? Let's factorize, please, man. Oh, my soul. Okay, let's go then, guys. There it is, nah? We've replaced 25x with 28x minus 3x. So that makes sense, right? 28x minus 3x does give us 25x. What's even beautiful is that we've chosen relevant factors using the product of A and C. So let's go. The first two terms can be grouped together. The last two terms can be grouped together. So let's factorize grouping the terms. So these first two, guys, what is the highest common factor between 21x squared and 8x? Come on, guys, what is the highest common factor? What is the number that goes into 21 and 8? The highest number. Okay? And then followed by the highest variable, then followed by so starting with the highest sign, followed by the highest number, followed by the highest common variable. So we start with the highest common factor sign, 21 and 28, positive and positive. Obviously, it's a positive sign. That's sign. Number, 21 and 8. What is the highest common factor between 21 and 8? It's 7. Very good. The highest common factor between x squared and x, we always choose the common variable that has the lowest exponent. So you guys are 100% spot on. 7x outside. What's left inside, guys? What's left inside? The first term left inside. 7 times what gives you 21? Or 21 divided by 7 is equal to, and then x squared. We have 1x out. We need to have 2 in total. How many do we need to add? So yes, we have 3x, very good. And then 7x times what gives us 28. We have a positive 7 times what? Positive times a what gives us a positive. The sign is positive. 7 times what gives us 28? What's 28 divided by 7? It is 4. We have 1x out. We need 1x at the end. Do we need to put another x? Definitely not. 2 terms have been factorized. Let's look at the last 2. They are also grouped. What is the highest common factor between negative 3x and negative 4? What is the highest common factor between negative 3x and negative 4? The first term is negative. So therefore we take out the negative sign as a highest common factor. So our highest common factor sign is negative, and then our highest common factor number is 1. Okay? Very important, people. Very important. Variable, we don't have a common variable. When we take out a negative, what happens to the situation inside the house? Because we had a negative there, we have a negative. All the terms inside, they become which part, Reps? You said don't get this part. Which part? These, we have an even number of terms. So we group the terms. We group the first 2 terms because we can see there's a highest common factor. So we take out our highest common factor according to the sign first, followed the number second, followed by the letter last. Highest common factor sign, we always take out the sign, that's the first term. So that's why this number here outside is positive. 21 and 8, the highest common factor is 7. Okay, the last part, negative 3x minus 4. These are 2 terms. The first term is what? Is negative. So when you take out the highest common factor sign, the highest common factor sign is negative. And please, Rep, say it right. It's not the last part of the equation. It's the last part of the expression. Let us distinguish between these 2. Negative sign is what we take out as the highest common factor. Because if our first term is negative, in the expression we are looking to factorize, we take out the sign of the first term. That's always the rule. You take out the sign of the first term in the terms that you are looking to factorize. Followed by what? Highest common factor number. Between 3 and 4, the highest common factor number is 1. Then you open the bracket. There's no variable of x that we take out. Open the brackets. What's left inside? If we take out a negative, people, the situation inside the house changes. So the first term is now positive and the last term is positive. What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? What are these? What do you see? What are these? What do you see? Yes, common brackets. Therefore, common brackets. So how many terms? This is 1 term separated by minus, second term. So what's the common bracket? It's 3x plus 4. Are you with me? What is left on the left if I take out the 3x plus 4? On the left hand side in the next bracket, I have 7x. Then on the right side, I have -1. Factorized. Advanced trinomial factorized. Done. A bit lengthy, but done. You see, people, so this I said to you is a method I am recommending to you. No, you see, in grade 10, my beautiful friend, they will make sure if they are asking the question that the common brackets will be there. Remember, a And if there is a situation where really and truly there are no common brackets, it simply means that you are given an expression which obviously cannot be factorized. But in most cases, people, the beauty of this method is that it leads you to a common bracket. That's how you know that, oh, in the right direction. It must lead you to a common bracket, okay, so that you can be able to get the two factorized, the two brackets that are supposed to be there. Now, people, like I said, the method is lengthy, but with practice, the method gets easy. With practice, you actually find that, oh, okay, I can actually quickly get to the answer. Okay, so let's look at another example, because I said I'm going to look at 3 examples, because I want this method to kind of like stay, all right? And like I said, it's a suggested method. Some people use trial and error method and it works for them. They get the answer quickly and efficiently because they have the mental capacity to do that, okay? So what I'm saying is, when we use this method, it actually helps us. Reps, I hope you were able to see, I posted a baseline test in the main TikTok page. So if you go to my main TikTok page, there's a baseline test for grade 10 that I have posted. You can attempt to write that test. The memo is also uploaded. You can also utilize the memo after you have written. It's a 50-mark baseline test. You write it in 1 hour. So you put yourself under exam conditions, you write it, and you check. Remember, a baseline test is supposed to help you in what? It's just to check what do you know from the previous year's work, so that your teachers can be able to assist you where you still lack in the current grade. It's there to check you. Okay, it's there to check you. Okay, there are questions. Name of the TikTok page: Maths is a game. So say, how do we know if the expression needs to be factorized in an advanced way? You know that an expression needs to be factorized in the advanced way if, 1, the trinomial is not able or does not have a coefficient of x squared that is 1. When the coefficient of x squared is not 1, and it's seemingly apparent that you can't take out a highest common factor and factorize this thing to get a trinomial inside the bracket that has x squared, then it means that type of trinomial is the advanced trinomial. Therefore, the method you can use that I'm suggesting to you is this one. And I know, like I said, this method, it works for any Tom, Dick, or Harry who may not be able to approach this advanced trinomial by using trial and error. I don't want people using trial and error. I want people to be able to get to the answer using a systematic method that is logical and which can lead from one step to the other. So just to recap again for this example, what did we say? We said 21x squared plus, okay, you want to screenshot? Oh, shame, man. Unako. I love it. People are speaking in the comment section and they're like, switch off the comments so that we can screenshot. Okay, let me do that for the purpose of my friend Unako. I think I've made a friend today, Stephans. Is it Stephans or Stephans? I hope I'm saying it right, the surname. I like butchering surname sometimes. Okay, so you can screenshot the method. So let me just zoom in a bit to the method, okay, where I said we must ensure that the trinomial is in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. There are 3 terms, obviously. We have established that. And we can see that a is greater than 0, or it could be less than 0, but no highest common factor can be found. And this is the important thing. If there's no highest common factor, then it means this is the advanced type. So what do we need to do? We need to multiply a and c to start off with. That's why we took the coefficient of x squared, which is a. We took the constant term, which is -4. and we identified them and multiplied them together to get negative 84. So that's the first step. Multiply A and C. Next step, you ask yourself, once you've gotten the answer, then you need to ask, what are the factors of this number? This number is negative 84, people. These factors of this number need to, when I add these factors, they need to give me positive 28. You're not positive 28, sorry, positive 25 from the original expression. When I add these factors of negative 84, they need to give me positive 25. All right? The middle term, the coefficient of the middle term. So what are the factors of 84? So I listed some. There's 84 and 1. There's 42 and 2. There's 28 and 3. There's 21 and 4. I listed them. Then, because I know this is a minus 84, it means my signs will be different. But because I want a positive coefficient, it means the highest factor will be positive. So that's why I assigned positive to all the big numbers, and then all the small numbers I assigned negative. Because ultimately, when I add these, I want to get 25. I want to check which one will give me 25. So 84 minus 1 was out. That's why I crossed it out. 42 minus 2 is 40. It's out. 28 minus 3. Ding, 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 ding. It's 25. 21 minus 4. I is out. Then, after I find those factors that will get, when I add, will give me the middle term, I then I put x variables next to those factors. So that's why I put x and x, because I identified those ones as the right factors. Then after that, you replace that middle term with those x variable factor terms. So that 28x minus 3x, I take it. Goodbye 25x, go away. I put in your place, you see most, 21x squared, there it is. In the place of 25x, I'm now placing plus 28x minus 3x, because the addition of this gives me 25x. And then the last term is negative 4. Then last step, apply grouping factorization, which leads to common bracket. And then finito. Finito, finito. All right? Finito, finito. Okay. So there it is. That okay, let me just restore the comments, because I'm sure people are like, okay, there guys, there. Okay, just one more time. Let me just okay, just one more time. Comment section out. I'll get back to it now. Okay. Ya tlhaloganya ne? Finito, finito. All right, there it is, guys. And then lastly, there's the applied method. Replace 28 minus 3x. Then these two terms grouped. Last two terms grouped. So I just look at the two terms, identify the highest common factor. Grouping method means take out the highest common factor for the first two, take out the highest common factor for the last two. Take out the common factor, highest common factor for the first two, I get 7 at 3x plus 4. Take out the common factor for the last two. Remember, if the first term of the two terms of an expression that you are looking at, the first term has a negative, you must take out the negative as the highest common factor. Then in brackets, you are left with 3x plus 4. Then, common bracket, 3x plus 4. What's left? 7x on the left. What's left on the right? Negative 1. You see, writing the negative 1 is of help, because had we just written negative, some of you wouldn't have known that it's actually negative 1. This is the factorized form of 21x squared plus 25x minus 4. Hey, I hope you guys are tlhaloganya ring, hey? I hope re a tlhaloganya. Okay, so like I said, yes, most definitely there are other methods, but this is just a suggested method. Okay, this is a suggested method. Okay, I know there's a myriad of methods. I also know many methods. All right, many methods, many methods. Okay, yeah, and there's even ones that are so easy it's not even funny. And I feel like other people are coming from other grades. So this is grade 10. We are looking at factorization. Factorizing, not solving for x. So people are saying quadratic formula simply because they are looking at this in light of factorization. That is not the case. All right. Okay. Let's look at this method one more time. All right, and then I'll look at the other methods that you want. If you feel like you want to look at other methods, you can always look at those. That's fine. 12x squared minus 11x just oh, I see. Okay. Thank you for that smart study. That's a oh, to the right. So is the comment section switched off now? Can I just get a confirmation? I just did that. So is the comment section still appearing? Because you guys are saying to the right. I just did that. So do you guys see the comment section still? You're saying yes. Yes, you do. Yes. Yes. So yes, we do still. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go one more time. So here we go again. 12x squared minus 11x plus 12, guys. 12x squared minus 11x plus 12. 3 terms, right? In the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Highest common factor is 1. We still, guys, we still have a coefficient of 12 because there's no highest common factor that we can take out, whereby the first term will be x squared. So what then do we do? All we simply do is we say, what is the value of a? In this case, the value of a is 12. What is the value of c? It is also 12, and it's positive 12. So then what's a times c? In other words, 12 times 12, we get 144. Okay. Can those people who are saying quadratic formulas stop it? Because it's apparent that you guys are people in grade 11 and 12. And one thing you are not getting, this is an expression, this is not an equation. All right, the grade 10s have not done quadratic formula yet. So can we just chill there? You are really like, you are actually annoying me a little bit there, you know. So a is equal to 12, c is equal to 12. A times c is equal to 12 times 12, which is 144. Now, what do we want now? We want the factors of what? Of 144. Okay. Yeah, smart study. I think obvious. It's for obvious reasons, you know. But that's why we need to be aware at what we are looking at. You know, that distinction between an expression and equation must be clear for all of us. Yeah. So I don't know why. So the factors, okay, of 144, that's what we want. Those factors, when I add them, they must give me what? Negative 11. So let's check the factors. Okay, I have positive numbers this time round, so it makes for nice stuff. positive means same sign. So these numbers need to be of the same sign. So 144 and 1, we have 2 and 2 goes with, yeah, you go your calculator, if it's close by, it makes sense. Yes. Does 144 go into 3? Yes. 48 and 3. 144, does 4 go into 144? We have 36 and 4. Okay, 5 doesn't go, obviously. 6 we can check, 6 and 24. Sorry, 24 and 6. 7, 8. 7, 8. Oh, sorry guys, my mistake. Here's a mistake that has been made by me. My mistake, guys, very big mistake. My. I was wondering what was happening here. I actually wrote the wrong number at the end. Okay, and I'm glad I made this mistake, that it was made by me, all right? Because this is something that happens a lot, and I even noticed this, not just with me now, and I'm glad I made this mistake. I'm sorry because, for the purpose of you guys who are listening, but this mistake that I've just made, please make sure that when you are writing when you are taking down a question, take it down correctly. Because you know what I did? I put 12 here and I've complicated my life. The question did not have 12 at the end, it had 2. Okay, so when you are doing work, whether that be exercise work, even more so when you are writing a test, make sure that you must write down the question, look at it again, right? And check that you have written it down. 12x squared, okay, that was 12x squared. Negative 11x, okay, negative 11x. Plus 2, hey, it's plus 2. All right, the question, I have written it down correctly. You get penalized, guys, whenever you write a question incorrectly. They will penalize you for that part of actually writing it down incorrectly, but then they will look at your method, how you use, what the method, did you use it correctly? Then you will get all the marks if your answer is correct according to what you did, but ultimately you will have lost 1 mark unnecessarily. So let's always check that out. So 12 times 2 was what we are supposed to take as A times C, which is 24. Oh, it makes for better working. Factors of 24. Okay. Guys, remember, all right, the reason why I'm doing this, writing out all the factors, is so that we can see. But ultimately, when you get better and better at this, you can obviously just intuitively know the factors of what? Of 24, which if you add will give you negative 11. And obviously both of those factors, since the number here is positive, it means both of those factors need to be the same. So we have 24 and 1. Teachers know this method. And if teachers don't know, then you must, in humility, just share with your teacher. Even if you are at school and you are busy and you are doing this particular method, you can share with your teacher, and there's a way of doing things when you are a student. Don't be arrogant. There is a way that you can do things in humility, right? And just say, teacher, I learned this method. Is this method correct? What do you think about it? And you can share how you went about doing that method. And then, be that way with your teacher, because you don't want to be arrogant and prideful and, sort of like, say, look, you don't want to be like that. So 12 and 2, we see 3, yes, there's 8. 4, there's 6. Other factors, doesn't seem like it. Now, since we want them to be negative, right, we know that positive means the same according to this one. So we want them, obviously they'll both be negative, but we want to check which one will work. So is negative 24 and negative 1 giving us 11? Is it negative 12 and negative 2 that's giving us that? Not at all. Negative 8 and negative 3 perhaps? Yes, sirree. Negative 6 and negative 4? No, not at all. So that is basically what we are going to utilize. Negative 8 and negative 3, what are we going to assign? We are going to assign x values next to negative 8 and 3. Then we do what? We go and replace negative 11x with negative 8 and negative 3. Let's go. Do you see, guys? Come on, guys. Really? Okay. This method is easy, man. It's not difficult, but like I said, then you group. You apply grouping factorization, which should lead to a common bracket. So let's do this. 2 terms. Plus, you know what I like about this method? It also allows you to actually, use your algebra muscles. It's like you are working out your algebra muscles, your factors, because this method encompasses other ways of being able to look at things, right? This method is called the AC method. The AC method. AC, of course, AC method, because we are multiplying A and C to be able to basically go ahead and find our factors for an advanced trinomial. So we call it the AC method, if you want to call it that way. It's a method. Ne? So let's go, guys. Now we must factorize. We've grouped these first 2 terms. We group the last 2. Okay, 12x squared and negative 8x. Don't make me laugh, must not start. Highest common factor between 12x squared and minus 8x. And the sign of the B. Remember, unako, be careful now. Be careful. The thing is, when we multiplied A and C, we got a positive number. Remember, positive number suggests that the signs will be the same. According to what? According to the middle term. So we want to add those factors that will give us negative 8. The signs will be the same because our A times C is positive 24. Positive means same signs. Same signs according to the sign of the middle term. Thank you so much, Mr. M. Okay, so that is why both are negative. But if this number A times C gave me a negative sign, then I would know that the sign of my numbers would be different. Okay, yeah, please people take note of that. Okay, yeah, so that's why how about we have negative 8x minus 3x. Let's go. Highest common factor between 12 and 8. Start with the sign. Positive, it's a positive. 12 and 8, highest common factor, positive 4. X squared and x, highest common factor for my variable x, x. What is in brackets? What is left? That's all we can take out. What's left inside the bracket? 12 divided by 4 is 3. X, I took out one x, I need 2 of them. Do I still need to add another x? Definitely yes. Okay, right. Then 4x times what gives me negative? A positive times what gives me negative? It's a negative. 8 times divided by 4, give 2. We took out an x. Do we need to add another one? Definitely not. First bracket, 3x minus 2. What are we expecting? Our factorization, I know, is 100% correct. What are we expecting with the last bracket? We're expecting to have 3x minus 2 as well, because common bracket should arise. But let's check the factorization. First term is negative, so what do? We take out the negative sign. These last 2 terms, the first term is negative. We take out the negative sign. The number is 1. Inside the bracket, there's no x most that we are taking out because x is not common. What's left inside? 3x. The signs change for everything. The positive, negative times what gives me a positive? Key negative. Negative 1 times what? 1 times what gives me 2? Key 2. Close the bracket. Common bracket. Common bracket. Common bracket. Who said we can't commonalize? Then, okay, we finish off 3x minus 2. Key common, we take it out. What's left inside? On the left, we are left with 4x. On the right, we are left with negative 1. We are done. We are done. We are done, my beautiful people. Who said this thing is not chowable? We can chow this thing. This thing is chowable. Grade 10. It's just chowable. Chowable. Grade 10 factorization, guys. Last one. Let's go. Look at this one. 24x squared minus 10xy minus y squared. Y squared. Alright, let's check this one. This is another advanced trinomial. Look at it, this advanced trinomial. There's an x squared in the middle. As the first term, 24x squared. In the middle, there is negative 10xy. At the end, there is negative y squared. This here also is an advanced trinomial because our a, we don't have a highest common factor that will basically make the x squared have a coefficient that is 1. So this is also what? Advanced trinomial. People, this is easy, but you must please take note. Don't stress. This is water under the bridge. It's so sweet. Look at this, guys. Look at this. You remember what makes x squared? It's when I have an x and an x on each side. So think about this. What would make y squared? It's when I have a y and a y as my last term, because y times y will give me y squared. So don't even worry about this guy. He's nothing. He's just there to disturb us, but he's not disturbing us. We will disturb him. He thinks he's going to disturb us, but we are going to disturb him. All right? So don't worry about y squared. Okay? X squared and y squared are sweet and sorted. Our only concern should be getting the factors, and we will get them. Don't worry. So first step, we ensure that this is a trinomial. It is. The order is fine. It is. A is greater than 0. It is. So we need to apply our AC method. Let's go. A times C. What is A times C? This is grade 10, Teddy Jr. The coefficient of x squared is 24. All right? Are you with me? The coefficient of the last term, y squared, is what? Is negative 1. Hey, people, hey, I hope you understand. Are you hearing me here, guys? I repeat, the coefficient of the first term is 24. The coefficient of this variable, y squared, is negative 1. So what am I going to do? I'm going to say 24 times negative 1. We are together, Mos. We are together. We are taking the coefficient. Okay? Stop being dizzy, Mr. Mofukeng. Being dizzy, Gustavo, is not the way to go. Come back. Snap out of the dizziness. Okay? Snap out of the dizziness. 24 is A. Negative 1 is C. 24 times negative 1 gives us negative 24. Surely some of you already are like seeing what I need to replace negative 10 with. If you know your factors off by the top of your head. Some of you are probably seeing the factors already. Because there's people that are like that in life. They like see these things. It's like they see negative 21. Their minds just connect. Because it's like their minds are connected to some Wi-Fi of multiplication and factor numbers. Like they are connected. Okay, so for us, people like me that are disconnected, I'm going to proceed in the following way. Yes, I do. Maths is a game. It's called. You can go to my bio. There's a link there, Mr. M. I just upload my live sessions as they are, but I'm still at the beginning, guys. Hey, I am not. This is like literal. I only started this end of last year, so I'm still fresh in the industry. Still trying to find my feet. Yeah, so negative 24. The factors. Let's go. 24 and 1. Remember, negative 24 implies that the signs will be different. Negative 24 implies that the signs will be different. Okay, please. 24 and 1. We have 12 and 2. We have 8 and 3. We have 6 and 4, and that's about it. The highest factor will have a negative sign. So negative, negative, negative. All right? Yeah, because this guy determines if the highest factor will have which sign. So we have negative 24 and negative 12, negative 8, negative 6. Different signs. This one will be plus, plus, plus. We want those ones, when we add them together, will give us negative 10. Okay? Very important. We want those ones, when we multiply them together, will give us negative 10. When we add them together, we'll get negative 10. 24 and 1. Negative 24 plus 1. I is out. Because negative 24, take your calculator. Some of you are writing funny things in the comment section, and hey, it's very painful what I'm seeing being written. Some people are identifying the wrong things. Use Mr. Calculator. Here's Mr. Calculator. Here it is. Negative 24 plus 1. Let's check. What's negative 24 plus 1? Negative 23. Not there. Let's go to the next one. Negative 12 plus 10. Negative 12 plus 2, sorry. Gives us negative 10. Oh, ish. Do I even need to continue? Look, if I get the 1, then do I even need to continue? I'm going to be wasting my time. I know there are people that thought negative 6 plus 4 is equal to negative 10. Can you see that? Do you see where the danger is? Do you see where the danger is? That's what the problem. That's the problem. I hope you see where the danger is for some people. So calculator, use him. Use Mr. Calculator. Then we assign. What are we going to assign? We assign, because this time round it's not x only that we have. We are going to assign xy. Do you see what the danger is if we think we are always assigning x? Look, this one, the middle term has xy. So in order to make it like terms, we need to make sure that our negative 12 and our positive 2 have xy. That will give us negative 10xy. Okay? All right. Okay. Let's go. And then after we do that, we assign xy. We go and replace. Replace where? In the place of negative 10xy. Let's go. 24x squared. In the place of negative 10xy, we are going to write negative 12xy followed by positive 2xy followed by that negative y squared that you all love and know. Okay, who is with me? Who is feeling me? Can you feel me? Can you feel me? You feel, guys? You feel? Yeah, all my peeps in the comment section who feel me, please say so. You feel me. Okay, you feel me, Landiwe. Landiwe, I think I'm convincing you little by little. I know you have a, you have a complicated relationship, you said, with maths. I saw the comment section that other day when you were, someone commented and you said your feelings you saw about maths. Guys, remember, feelings are okay. Feelings are okay. Feelings don't necessarily mean the truth about you. Feelings, they change like the weather. One day you are feeling great, the other you are feeling bad. But your feelings must not be the decider of life. Your feelings must just give you an idea about, the temperature at the moment is like this. Now we need to change correction. We need to change the direction of things so that we can stick to what is right despite how we feel. So you may be feeling a certain way about maths, but we must change that thing. Because if that feeling stays forever, it has the tendency of sabotaging us. So let's not be sabotaged. Okay, I see we are felt. Now we can apply what? Grouping factorization. Let's go. Grouping factorization. First two terms. Highest common factor. Hey, you guys can see it. Look at that. Stefans is like running away. Yes, very good, Landy. I'm glad. Fix that relationship. Fix it. It's the one relationship that you must ask for love back. You must go and beg, go on your knees, buy roses, send that special message at night, that thing. You see, cultivate the relationship with maths. But all the other relationships that you are wasting your time with, they're going to end. Don't cultivate those relationships. They don't want to send you anywhere. You are in high school, man. Don't forget about those for now. You know what I mean? Let's wait for better times in the future, man. When we are independent and we have our own resources, then, we can venture. But for now, we are just wasting our time. And we are distracting ourselves from the main thing for now. Yeah, so I'm seeing the highest common factor. People have gotten it. It's 12. Very good. 12x Because for the variable, the highest common factor variable is x, the one that has the lowest. Yeah. Then in brackets, what are we left with? 12 times what gives me 24? It's 2, or 24 divided by 12 is 2. 1x is out, I need 2. How many do I need to add? X. Then the last term, 12x times what gives me negative. Positive times what gives me negative is negative. Then 12x is already there. The only thing that's not there is what? EY. It's y. You see? Man. And I thought this was difficult. I mean, come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, really? First term, look at the last two. Plus 2xy minus y squared. The highest common factor in this situation, the first term, is positive. So we are fine here. So we can take out a positive what? What is common? It is y, guys. Y is common. The base with the lowest variable that's common is y. There's nothing else that's common. It's 1y. What's left inside the bracket? 2x, I'm sure you can see, minus y. Okay, and I'm sorry for that interference of this other stuff, but I'm sure you guys see. Let me just do this then. Rub-a-dub-dub. I'm sure you saw most of the factors. There's no need. Rub-dub-dub. You saw. Now I'm just removing. I'm removing. Amen. What do we see now? Common bracket. Ndate. 2x minus y. Okay. It's common bracket. What's left on the left? E12x. What's left on the right? E plus y. Factorized. Now, who thought advanced trinomial cannot be done? It can be done. All right. Yeah, vagala menir. Amen. My vagale. It must be vagala ring. Vagala ring. Yes. Even if the relationship with maths is tiring, you must fix it. One. Yeah. I see. People are not reading the comments. I see that. No problem. Okay, sorry. I misread you there, my friend. Landio. Okay. Guys, 3 beautiful examples on how to use this method that is called the AC method. And you know what? I'm not going to continue and proceed further. I knew you were awesome. That is a funny comment that you are giving there. I knew. What if I told you I'm actually not even Kosa, my friend? Maybe I'm something else, Maybe I'm something else. I've managed to master the Kosa lingo. Alright, anyways, let's go. Yeah, maybe vendor, who knows, eh? Remo. Game challenge problems, guys. Let's hold it right there. Game challenge problems. But it's Kosa Sako Minier. Oh man, okay, alright guys, let's stop this. So game challenge, please let's factorize the following fully. Alright, before you leave the live session, I want you to at least do the first one and the second one. And then you can, after you have done the first one and the second one, and you are sure that you are ready to fly, then please you can proceed and do the next few ones, okay? So let's do, sorry, let me just want to write a different one from this one. Hello. So these are the 2 that I want you to do now before you and I leave each other. I want you, whilst you are in the live session, to do these 2. Do them now, all right? Don't worry about the other ones that I'm writing down. Please Okay, I want you to apply the method whilst it's still fresh in your heads. I don't want to leave the live session. I know you'll be called by someone else and then you'll answer other WhatsApp messages. Then you'll get other things in your head and then boom, forgotten. Then tomorrow I come and you're like, yo, sir, what did you say? Hey, I forgot. Hey, the pen must be, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, the handwriting is not handwriting, eh? Yeah, so let me just 2x squared minus 5x, right, minus 3. That's the next one. So you're going to factorize these two, right? And I'm sure you can see that there's no, you can see what you can see. Do 4 and 5 now in the live session. And then the other ones you take down. Don't take down the other ones, okay? The factors of 3, because the factors of 3 is 3 and 1. Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, it's 3 and 1. And the question is, okay, that 3 and 1, when you add it, does it give you this? Okay, remember, okay, don't, you're good, you are even getting it. Push. Okay. Right, let me just write the other ones, which you will write after you are done with the first two. Okay, guys, sorry, I just want to close the door here. Okay, let's go. Let's write the other problem so that when the time comes, you can then also write down these problems. I'm done. You're done with both. Hey, these people, fast movers. Okay, let's not with number 1. Okay, that's fine. And then do the second one, please. Do the first and the second one. Do it, but don't comment with your answers in the comment section. I'm going to allow a time for us to comment with our answers. I'm going to ask, what did you get for number 1? Then you will write, not now. Okay, not now, because I want to see what are our answers. So I'm going to remove these answers that you guys have just written, because I don't want them interfering with others as they do their work. People, let's do the work first. Then there will be a time when I will say, let us then share what our answers are. But not now. Wait. Wach. Or I'm going to switch off the comment section so that no one can say nothing until I am saying it's time for us to do so. So let me just do that. So that way no one can say anything. Feel muted? See who's got the power. Okay, all right. Surely by now we have finished calculating and finding what these actually lead us to. I'm having full confidence in all of you. So we can give our answers for what is the brackets that we get as our final answer for 4. 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. You can comment with your answer in the comment section. Just the first one, please, not the second one, the first one. So for 3x squared plus 4x plus 1, what did we get? Okay. What did we get? Unako says that. Bulelwa says that. Let's go. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them flowing. Let's keep the answers coming and flowing. And flowing, please. Okay, I see you guys. I see this. I see you. I sees everyone. Oh, okay. All right. I wanted the first one, not number 5. The first one. Just the first one, guys. I don't want the second one yet. I've just asked for the answers for this one, number 4. Okay, so I'm going to read. Blessing Kente says x plus 1 into 3x plus 1. So does Nomi. So does Landiwe. So does Sandla. Same thing with my puppy guy there, Snoopy. Bulelwa as well. Unako said he was answering for the other problem. Okay, so you guys are spot on, right? 100% spot on, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, how easy, how simple. You guys just got that like with so much ease. Okay, so much ease. And then the last one, guys, the very last one, before I share with you the rest that you need to do for homework, for your game challenge. Did we complete this one as well? 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. Can we write our answers for number 2? Okay. This is obviously me believing that the method you have followed beautifully and therefore that this is where you arrived. Okay. Blessing Kente, thank you so much. Blessing is a blessing. Okay. Yeah, Landy, well, thank you so much as well. I see you. Snoopy. Snoopy, I see you there too. Sandra, I see you there. I see your answer, Sandra. And Sandra. Yeah, Sandra. I think you need to review that one. Okay. Fabric, I see you there as well. All right, I see you there. Remember, when you apply FOIL, if you're going to do the product of this thing, it should give you back the expression, if you think about it. Okay, this would be like something you could do on the side to just check if your brackets are actually correct. You apply FOIL, you multiply the first term, you multiply the outer terms, you multiply the inner terms, you multiply the last term. Then you add and subtract the like terms in the middle, and then you see, do you still get the original expression? Okay, right. So consistently true, Bulelwa, Fabric, Snoopy, Landiwe, Blessing. You guys are 100% correct. Okay, Sandra, just relook at what you did, because just a reminder, guys, right? Remember, we say 2 times 3, we get that -6. Then we want to find the what? We want to find the factors of -6, which will give us the what? The coefficient of the middle term. All right. So obviously, the signs of these factors, we know they are going to be, because this is negative, it means the signs will be different. The highest factor will be negative. So therefore, we look for the factors of 6. We have -3, -6 plus 1. Okay, which can be used. We also have negative 3 and 2. But obviously we can see, guys, the only one that will lead to an addition that will give us negative 6 is negative 6 plus 1. And if we add, we can only add these two to get negative 5. So then obviously that will decide the formation. We assign x to the middle term, we get 2x squared minus 6x plus x, right? We replace that, negative 5x with that, minus 3. Very good, Getzingwe. I'm glad you see your mistake. That's what's important here. We pick up where it is we are going wrong. Can I ask you, Sandra, if you can be vulnerable, right? And this is not to shame or anything, but where was your error? Where did you go wrong? Which step did you sort of like go off the rails in, so that you can be very mindful of it the next time? Okay, guys, you learn the best from your mistakes, right? Mistakes, they will be made, especially in the process of learning. You will make a lot of mistakes, but a wise person makes sure that in that process of making a multitude of errors, you must learn. Allow that to be a learning curve for you, and allow that to basically teach you what to do and what not to do the next time. And then you make sure you do the right thing consistently, and that will affect how you do the next and the next time. So obviously, we see that the highest common factor here is that here we take out positive 1. We know the highest common factor is 1, so we write x minus 3. Common bracket. So nice. So nice, guys. So nice. So that is why our answer is that. Morning, Apile. So yes, grade 10s, this is basically that. And here is your beautiful work that I want you guys to do. Okay. So this is basically continuing on, but I want you guys to do this for your game challenge. This is factorize. Okay, please. Okay, some of these questions I have mixed. Okay, I have mixed them so that some people can sort of like, I've mixed some of them. So yeah, maybe first what you can do, you can write them down first, right? Or you can screenshot, whichever one seems to be most easier for you to actually do, so that you can take these down. But I just want to state, so this is 12x squared minus 7x plus 1. Okay, that's the first one. Okay, you're going to be doing these on your own, not now. For now, we are taking down. This one is 2x squared minus 7x plus 6. I'm glad, Landy, where you are starting to feel that this is actually nice. You are falling in love. Look at you, falling in love with math. 5x squared plus 14x plus 8. That's fine. Number 6, 15 minus x minus 6x squared. Haha. What do you see? What do you see? I hope you see what you say. Okay, then this one, 10m squared minus 13mn. Okay, let me just 13mn minus 3n squared. 12a squared, this is a squared, plus 23ab plus 10b squared. Okay, this one, 4p squared plus 7pq minus 2q squared. This one, 10x squared minus 10xy minus 120y squared. Surely, guys, you should see here that there's something first that can be done. And this is why I'm saying I've mixed some of them. So I know at the moment, at the top of your head, you guys are thinking of what? Advanced trinomial, the method that I've just taught. But what I want you to do is be aware, all right? Ask yourselves these common questions I always say you need to ask before you factorize. How many terms? Is there highest common factor? If there's one, you do all of those things and you apply the relevant factorization where the need arises. The next one, x to the power 4 plus 5x squared y squared plus 6y to the power 4. Just throwing that in there. X to the power 4 minus 12x squared plus 32. I'm also throwing that in there. A plus b, the whole thing squared, plus 4 into a plus b minus 32. And then last but not least, 18x squared minus 3x minus 10. All right. This is sent to you, and this challenge is given to you with a lot of love. Okay? Too much love. Do you feel the love, guys? I hope you can feel it. Like it's flowing. It's ebbing. Like it's just flowing, flowing so beautifully. I hope you can feel it. And as you do this and apply the method in the place where the method is supposed to be applied, but also not forgetting what I have taught you for other questions that have to do with trinomial factorization. And also where you find that, hey, this is new, attempting it and seeing if you can actually get it. Okay, let's be optimistic. Because and then tomorrow, before I start the session, I'll do the corrections sham for you, especially not for all of them, but for the ones that you feel like I say that one. We'll look at it and you'll see that even those ones are easy. Okay, you're more than welcome to, after you are done with the work, you take a screenshot or you take a picture, you send me your work, I will check it, and then I will send you feedback and we'll take it from there. Dango, thank you. I think that basically then concludes our grade 10 session for today. I don't want to go into other concepts. This one needs its attention and we need to actually see it out and feel it out and do it out. Okay? All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. You guys have been very patient. You've been good sports. That I gave. Which ones? These ones. Okay, here I am, offense. You must be a very fast typer, because for you to have typed that whole entire Ndondoni in such a short space of time is just phenomenal for me. It mind blows me. All right, is there anything in particular you wanted to look at or wanted to say or wanted to ask about these two problems, or was it just you wanting to actually just see the problems and take them down? Offense. Okay, all right, thanks. You're welcome. Oh, mabasi. Hey, dango bafo, dango. Koli, haibo. And then, what is the haibo for, Koli? Oh, man. Koli. Oh, you wanted to see them, okay. Back your number one. What you mean, Remo? Let us blom, say. Blom. Yeah, we are plumbing here. We are plumbing. Blomagada. We are plumbing with maths. School didn't start. Where have you been? It's been on. What are you talking about? Coley, what are you talking about? We've been plumbing here. It's grade 10, Coley. It's for grade 10. We've been doing factorization. So these kids these kids that have been joining my live are ahead of the game. So don't worry, I will deploy them in your various schools to come and assist you when you feel like you don't know. They will help you guys. I can see some of these kids when sometimes maybe let's say the teacher is maybe let's say caught up in the staff room or caught up doing other things, or the teacher is not there. I can see some of you guys going to the teacher and saying, "Sir, what are we going to be doing in the class today? I see you are busy." And then Sir says to you, "Today we were planning to actually do factorization." And then you are like, "Sir, can I maybe assist the class to be able to do factorization so that we don't get left behind with the syllabus?" Then I see some of you going and actually doing exactly what I'm saying, going in front of the class and confidently, with so much humility, leading the class through some of the problems and actually sharing with them the methods, okay, and teaching the class. And imagine how the teacher will feel when he sees you doing such, and you actually collaboratively working hand in hand with him to assist the class. Wow, hey, I can see things, So let's some of us, let's optimistically take what we are learning, not only just for ourselves, but for the benefit maybe of even others. Maybe you will be sitting next to a classmate who's really genuinely struggling in mathematics, but when are So please be a benefit, be a help, be a light, around those people that you are with, so that what you have learned can grow. This thing will only grow that much more. You will understand this maths even deeper if you will take the time to explain to someone else who does not know. So that's why I'm hoping that some of you are taking notes, you are making notes for yourself, and you are doing this thing, and you are going about it, this thing, in the way that you are supposed to. Otherwise, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I have to sadly love and leave you because this is the end of our session as beautiful grade 10s. Those who are still wanting to check out baseline test, please, my good people, baseline test, I've posted a baseline test, an example of a baseline test, because some of you are saying you are writing a baseline test the minute you open schools. There's an example there in the group. In the main page of my TikTok page, there is actually there's actually a video of like picture slides I've posted of an example of a baseline test. Maybe you can check yourself out and write that test. And I even posted the picture slides of the memo. Then you can even check the picture slides of the memo after you are done writing. It's a 1-hour test. Put yourself under test conditions and then do that thing. Okay? Like I said, this picture slides of the baseline test, it's on my TikTok page. If you go to my videos that I've uploaded, the most recent videos I've uploaded are for the grade 9 baseline test, grade 10 baseline test, grade 11 baseline test, and the grade 12 baseline test. Then I also uploaded the memos of each baseline test. It's there, guys, on this TikTok page. The name of my YouTube page is called Maths is a Game 527. You can find the link in my bio. If you go there, it will send you to the page. On that YouTube page, all of the videos I have done for grade 10 lessons, starting from the first topic of grade 10 term 1, rational and irrational numbers, I've posted the videos on my YouTube page. You can find all the videos of the live sessions that I've done here on TikTok. I've uploaded them there. You can check them out. I have a playlist there of all the videos, but you can see just like this, I speak sometimes, so the videos are very long, so you need to find some way of going, a bit forward and going to where I start teaching the lesson, so that you guys can also benefit from that. That's just another way of being able to maybe start if you have not started already. But those who have been with me from the beginning, hey, we've been on this journey and we've been feeling it. Since December, hey, we've been working, Tina. Been working around the clock. And some of us, we are feeling so good about grade 10. We're like, hi, grade 10, it must come now. Level 7 is a showcase deal, done deal. You know what I mean? So thank you, guys. Thank you. Lots of love from me. Thank you for today. Thank you for joining in. So I hope all that information that you have received will help you in some way. Okay, and then there's many other great teachers that are on many platforms that are so brilliant that you can always also go to. Some people are even doing better videos when it comes to that content on YouTube. Colorful, they are pristine, they are clear, not like my raw videos that I just upload without even editing. So please, guys, don't feel despondent if you feel like, hey, you cannot relate to my style of doing things. That's why in the world we have many people with different colors, different shapes, different sizes, and different ways of doing things, so that when we feel like this one is not working, I can always gravitate towards that one. All right, thank you so much again. Lots of love from me to you. This is Maths is a Game. Let's play. All right, see you again in tomorrow's live session.